Welcome to Academic Gain Tutorials. In this video, we will discuss about how to set up a corn flour manufacturing business with costing and ROI calculation, step by step. First, let's understand the business idea. A corn flour manufacturing business buys raw corn or maize, cleans it, dries or conditions it, mills it into flour, sieves it, packs it, and sells it in the market. The main products can include corn flour, maize flour, fine flour, bran, and feed material depending on the machine setup. These products can be sold to retailers, wholesalers, bakeries, restaurants, supermarkets, food processors, and direct customers. Next, before starting the business, market research is very important. You need to identify local demand for corn flour, competitor prices, buyer preferences, and available corn suppliers. You should also study whether your target market needs retail packaged flour, bulk flour, bakery supply, or feed-grade byproducts. This helps you decide your product quality, production capacity, pricing, and sales strategy. Then, prepare a proper business plan. In this plan, define your investment amount, production target, machinery requirement, raw material sourcing plan, target buyers, packaging style, marketing method, and expected profit. After that, complete registration and licenses such as trade license, food safety approval, tax or VAT registration, factory permission, and environmental clearance if required in your country. Now, select a suitable location. The location should have good road access, electricity, water supply, storage space, and easy transport connection to suppliers and buyers. A good location helps reduce delivery cost, improves production flow, and makes raw material handling easier. After selecting the location, set up the building properly. You need separate areas for raw corn storage, cleaning area, milling zone, packing room, finished goods store, office, and loading space. Proper ventilation, hygiene, lighting, and dust control are also important because flour manufacturing needs a clean and safe production environment. Next, buy the required machinery. A small to medium corn flour manufacturing unit may need a cleaner, dehuller if needed, dryer or conditioning unit, milling machine, sieve or plant sifter, mixer if needed, weighing scale, and sealing or packaging machine. Good quality machinery helps improve flour recovery, reduce wastage, control particle size, and maintain consistent product quality. After that, arrange utilities such as power connection, generator backup, ventilation, dust control system, lighting, and water supply if required. Then, hire staff such as machine operators, helpers, packers, supervisor, accountant, and sales support. Skilled manpower is important for smooth production, quality control, maintenance, packaging, and delivery. Now, before starting full production, run trial production. During trial production, test flour quality, flour yield, wastage level, machine efficiency, packaging strength, and customer feedback. If the output is not consistent, adjust machine settings, drying level, sieving size, and packaging process before regular production. Then, focus on sales and distribution. You can sell corn flour to wholesalers, retailers, bakeries, supermarkets, restaurants, and direct consumers. You can also supply bulk flour to food manufacturers and sell bran or feed material as byproducts. If you build your own branded packaged flour line, you can increase customer trust and improve profit margins. Now, let's understand the basic process flow. First, raw corn is purchased from farmers, traders, or suppliers. Then it goes through cleaning to remove dust, stones, and impurities. After that, drying or conditioning is done to control moisture and prepare the corn for milling. Then milling breaks the corn into flour. After milling, sieving and grating separate fine flour, coarse particles, bran, and feed material. Finally, the flour is weighed, packed, sealed, stored, and delivered to customers. Now let's look at the estimated startup cost for a small unit. Land or advance rent deposit may cost around $7,000. Shed or building preparation may cost around $13,000. The corn flour manufacturing machine line may cost around $32,000. Packaging machine and sealing tools may cost around $6,500. Weighing scales and testing equipment may cost around $2,500. Generator and electrical setup may cost around $8,000. Storage bins, pallets, and racks may cost around $4,000. Delivery van or local transport support may cost around $7,000. Registration, licenses, and consulting may cost around $2,500. Furniture, office, and computer may cost around $2,000. Initial raw material stock may cost around $18,000, and working capital reserve may cost around $9,500. So, the total estimated startup cost becomes around $112,000. However, these figures are sample estimates. Actual cost can vary depending on country, machine quality, production capacity, raw material price, rent, labor cost, electricity cost, and packaging standard. Next, let's calculate the monthly operating cost. Corn or raw material purchase may cost around $26,000 per month. Salaries and wages may cost around $4,800. Electricity and fuel may cost around $2,300. Packaging materials may cost around $2,100. Transport and delivery may cost around $1,300. Maintenance and repairs may cost around $900. Rent, admin, and miscellaneous expenses may cost around $1,600. So, the total monthly operating cost becomes around $39,000. Now, let's calculate production and sales. Suppose the business processes 55 tons of raw corn per month. If flour recovery is around 73%, finished corn flour output will be around 40 tons. If the average selling price of packaged corn flour is $1,200 per ton, revenue from corn flour sales will be around $48,000. In addition, byproducts like bran and feed material may generate around $4,000. So, total monthly revenue becomes around $52,000. After that, we calculate profit. Monthly revenue is $52,000, and monthly operating cost is $39,000. Therefore, monthly net profit is $13,000. Annual net profit will be $13,000 multiplied by 12, which equals $156,000. Now, let's calculate ROI. The formula is annual net profit divided by total startup cost, multiplied by 100. So, ROI equals $156,000 divided by $112,000, multiplied by 100. This gives an estimated ROI of 139.3%. Next, let's calculate the payback period. The formula is total startup cost divided by monthly net profit. So, $112,000 divided by $13,000 equals about 8.6 months. This means the business can recover its initial investment in around 9 months, if sales and cost assumptions are achieved. To improve profit, buy corn during the harvest season when prices are lower. Also, reduce wastage through proper drying and machine settings. Then, build a branded packaged flour line for better margins. In addition, sell byproducts like bran and feed material for extra income. Maintain consistent product quality and packaging, and build strong retailer, bakery, and dealer networks. However, there are some challenges and risks. Raw material prices may fluctuate. Moisture and poor storage can create losses. Machine downtime can reduce production. Quality inconsistency can damage customer trust. Market competition can affect selling price, and packaging cost may increase over time. So, in conclusion, a corn flour manufacturing business can be profitable when raw material sourcing, quality control, machine efficiency, packaging, and distribution are managed properly. With smart pricing, byproduct utilization, and strong customer networks, this business can generate steady cash flow and achieve a reasonable payback period. If this short video was helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.